morning. I am R. Savarish, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research, Chennai. So today we discuss about the fluid mechanics and machinery subject. It is a very important topic based on that liquid, gaseous form or solid, semi-solid form on the time it will be very important. In that any field, that fluid mechanics is a very important subject. So today the list of what are the topics will be discussed on here. So definition of the fluid mechanics, properties of the fluids, mass, what are the properties will be discussed here. Mass density or weight density, specific volume, specific gravity, then viscosity, kinematic viscosity. Based on that we have to do the some problems also. Then we discuss about the control volume, then flow, types of flow rate, then continuity equation, and what are the applications will be there. So based on the application also there's some derivations also will be there. Then we have to do the many problems on this later topic, and finally we discuss about the momentum equation. So first we discuss about the what is the meaning of fluid mechanics. It is a branch of science which deals with the behavior of a liquid or gas, is the any form, liquid form or gaseous form or semi-solid form at the rest condition as well as in motion condition. So it will be mainly considered the three things will be there. So the main three branches of that fluid mechanics is deals with the static, kinematics, then dynamics. So the static means the fluid will be at a rest condition. So example, the dam will be closed. So at the time that will be considered as an fluid static. So at the time the dam will be opened. Okay. So we didn't consider about the pressure. So that means then fluid kinematics or kinematics. The any name will be given. So if the pressure force will be considered, at the time that portion will be called as an fluid dynamics. So normally the dam water is a closed containment is then fluid static. Okay. So then next one, the dam will be open means then fluid kinematic. Then the last one is then fluid dynamic. That means the water tank and the tap will be open. You check in that water tank, the outlet from the tank, the one vertical pipes also will be there. In the top of that pipe, it will be open to the atmosphere. So based on that pressure also, that will be considered. We consider for that pressure. If you are considered for that pressure for that liquid means that will be called as a motion. Okay, so motion at the time it will be called as a fluid dynamics. So the next one we discuss about the fluid properties. So first we discuss about the density or mass density. So it is defined as the ratio between the mass of the fluid to its volume. So you have to check it how much of the capacity will be available on that liquid part. Okay, so based on that 1 meter cube length volume, at the time how much of the liters will be available. So based on that we have to find out. So that will be called as a mass density. It is denoted as rho. So the unit of the density is an kg per meter cube. So the kg per meter cube we have to consider. So at the time we have to return in that formula form, the density is equal to mass by volume. So the mass means is an m and volume means v. So density is will be denoted as rho. Rho is equal to m divided by v. Okay. So based on that we have to write the SI unit or the unit for that mass density. That means then kg per meter cube. So the volume of the density of that liquid is any liquid or any fluid, the liquid or gaseous form, the having some density will be there. So the liquid for density of the water, that means is that density of standard liquid. We consider as then water is an standard liquid. So the density of the water is an 1000 kg per meter cube. So how it will be calculated, the 1000 kg per meter cube. So you have to consider that volume. So length, breadth and height. You consider 1 meter length, 1 meter breadth and height also 1 meter. At the time that total density of that water, weight of that water is an 1000 kg. So the length, breadth, height is an 1 meter cube. So how much of the weight of the water will be the 1000 kg. Okay, so like that we have to answer. So the density of water is at 1000 kg per meter cube. So like that you consider for that any liquid, either petrol or diesel, you check it that in the petrol banks also they will be having some rules will be there. You have to check it on daily. You have to update that density value in that machine. Okay, so it sometimes is an 814 or 818 or 838 or 840, like that the petrol density value will be available. So like that the diesel density also will be changed. So here we consider for the liquid form. The next one we consider for the gaseous form, means at the time the density of the standard liquid for gas means we have to consider as an air. So the density of air is an 1.27 kg per meter cube. Okay, so the dimensional form will be discussed on the letter. Already you studied in that physics subject in that previous classes. In that physics, that will be the length means meter, that means is an m. Then sorry, weight means is an mass m. Then length means L kg. Then temperature means degree Celsius, that means then T. So then like that also we have to mention. So the kg means the mass m, then per kilogram means divided by L power 3, the length per 3. So that will be moved on the top means ml power minus 3. Like that also we have to return. Okay. Then next one we have to discuss about the weight density. It is a ratio between the weight of that fluid to the to its volume. So the how much of the weight will be available per unit volume, like that also you have to consider. So based on that, so W is equal to rho into G, like directly that will be written. So the rho means is the density. So density means mass by volume. So mass of the fluid into gravity divided by volume of the fluid. Okay, so it will be written, it will be denoted as W, weight density is equal to weight of the fluid divided by the volume of the fluid. So that is equal to mass of the fluid into gravity divided by the volume of the fluids. Okay, so the unit is the weight means Newton, the mass means kilogram, into gravity means that will be converted into Newton divided by the meter cube. Okay, so that normally the weight density of the water is a 9810 Newton per meter cube. Okay, so like that we have to enter. Then next one is a specific value. So it is a ratio between the fluid occupied by a unit mass or volume per unit of the tank. Okay, so based on that how much of that volume will be available. So it's an opposite of the density. So 1 by density. So normally we know that density means mass by volume, but specific volume is the volume by mass. So 1 by rho, like that we have to enter. So unit for this 1 meter cube per kilogram. It will be applied on the only for gas. So already I tell it. So density of that air means 1.27 meter cube per kilogram. Okay, so like that also you have to consider. Next one, specific gravity. It is a ratio between the weight density of the fluid to the weight density of the standard fluid. It is not compulsory for that weight density, man. If you are consider for the density of the fluid to the density of the standard liquid. So already I tell it, density of the fluid means is 1000. We are considered as water. So is 1000. So it will be denoted as S. S is equal to density of the fluid divided by the density of standard liquid. So here we have to enter S is equal to density of the liquid, that is equal to, we have to do the cross multiplication. Density of the liquid is equal to S into density of the standard liquid. So the density of the standard liquid means we have to consider as an water. So the density of water is 1000. So the density of the liquid is equal to S into 1000 kg per meter cube. So based on that we have to do the one problem. So in this problem, the calculate the specific weight, density and the specific gravity of 1 liter of a liquid which weighs 7 Newton. Okay, so the weight specific gravity here, for next one we have to write the given data. Okay, so the volume will be given. Volume is equal to 1 liter. Then weight is equal to 7 Newton. So here we have to calculate specific weight, density and specific gravity. Okay, so first we have to calculate the specific weight. So specific weight, that will be denoted as W. W is equal to weight by volume. Okay, so 7 weight will be given on the 7, then divided by the volume. That means that will be given on 1 liter. You have to convert into liter to meter. So 1000 liters is equal to 1 meter cube. Okay, so the 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter means you have to do it the cross multiplication. 1 liter is equal to 1 by 1000 meter cube. So example how it will be tell it 1 liter is equal to 1000 meter cube. So you have to consider, already I told it, you have to consider length will be 1 meter, breadth is an 1 meter and height is an 1 meter. So the total volume of this one is an 1000 liter. So based on that we have to do it. So the W is equal to 7 Newton into, you have to do it the cross multiplication, 7 into 1000. Finally we get that specific gravity is equal to 7000 Newton per meter cube. Then second one we have to calculate the density. So already we know about that density is, sorry, specific weight is equal to uh, W is equal to rho into Z. So here we have to calculate the density. So at the time that you have to do it the cross multiplication, that is rho is equal to W divided by G. So 7000 divided by G means is an gravity 9.81 Newton. So finally we have to return that is equal to 713.5 kg per meter cube. Then third one, here we have to calculate the specific gravity. So the space, what is, how to calculate the specific gravity, already we discussed. So specific gravity is equal to density of the liquid divided by the density of the standard liquid. So here the standard liquid means is water. So already we find out the density of the liquid 713.5. Then density of the standard liquid means water, density of water is equal to 1000. So 713.5 divided by 7000, that is equal to specific gravity of the liquid, that is equal to 0.7135. So is having no unit. The reason density of the liquid means the kg per meter cube divided by the kg per meter cube, both are will be cancelled, then is a no unit. Then so based on that we have to do the another one more problem. Okay, so the first problem we discussed about based on that water. Then second problem we have to do it based on the petrol, or similarly you have to do it the based on the diesel. Whatever you are consider oil, you have to consider that kerosene or a coconut oil or groundnut oil, whatever it is, any type of liquid. Okay, you can do it. So calculate the density, specific weight and weight of 1 liter of petrol. So 1 liter of petrol of specific gravity 0.7. So first you have to return the given data. So first the volume will be given 1 liter. So the 1 liter is equal to 0.01 meter cube. We have to convert. So the 1 liter is equal to 1000 meter cube, that will be finally converted into 0.001 meter cube. Another one data specific gravity will be given 0.07. So first we have to calculate the density. So already the specific gravity will be given. So specific gravity of the liquid, that is equal to density of that liquid divided by the density of the standard liquid. So the specific gravity will be given 0.7, that is equal to density of the liquid will be calculated divided by the density of the standard liquid. Liquid means we have to consider as water. So 0.7, that is equal to density of the liquid divided by 1000. We have to do is the cross multiplication. Density of the liquid, the density of the petrol, that is equal to 0.7 into 1000, that is equal to 700 kg per meter cube. Okay, then first one will be over. Then second one, specific weight. So in that form the specific weight is equal to W is equal to rho into Z. So the rho value we calculate that 700 kg per meter cube, and gravity means 9.81. So finally we have to return 700 into 9.81, it will be returned 6867 Newton per meter cube, because we have converted into multiple with the gravity means by the kg into gravity, finally we have to return in Newton. Okay, so 6867 Newton per meter cube. The next one we have to calculate the weight. Okay, so how to calculate that weight? So already we have to know the specific weight is equal to weight by volume. Okay, so the volume is be given 0.001. Then already we find out the specific gravity 6867. So finally we have to calculate the weight. So weight is equal to, weight is equal to 6.8 6867 Newton. So the weight is equal to 6867 into 0.001. Finally, we get that 6.867 Newton. So we complete that one. Next one, we have to consider about the viscosity. So the viscosity is defined as the property of the fluid which occurs resistant to the movement of one layer. So you have to consider that based on the layer, at the time the sum of the fluid will be added or reduced. So at the time, how much of the distance will be displaced. So that will be mentioned as an dy. Okay. So the particular portion will be mentioned as an u. So it will be available u plus du. So I will be showing in the figure. Based on that, we have to calculate that coefficient of that part. So the based on the coefficient of that part, the tau is equal to tau is equal to directly proportional of mu du divided by dy based on the constant. The mu means is a constant of proportionality and coefficient of dynamic viscosity or viscosity. Du by dy is represent the ratio of shear strain. Like that also will be the unit of this one is an poise. So or sometimes will be called as an centipoise. So one centipoise is equal to 1 by 10 poise. Like that also we have to consider. The next one is an kinematic viscosity. It is a ratio between the dynamic viscosity and the density of the fluid. Small v is equal to viscosity divided by the density. Okay, so the unit of this one is an poise or one stroke. So one stroke is equal to 1 centimeter square divided by per second. So 10 power minus 4 meter square divided by second. So 1 centistroke means 1 by 100 strokes. So like that the poise means the 1 poise is equal 1 centipoise is equal to 1 by 100 poise. Like that we have to discuss. The next one is a control volume. So the control volume means the liquid will be pausing on that some particular area. So based on that area we have to consider. So on that form the fixed volume will be the in space which size and shape is the extremely abnormally through which a fluid is continuously flowing. So once the dam will be open, at that time the liquid will be moving on that river or particular path or particular stream line. Okay, so that flowing liquid will be considered as the control volume. So the path will be that path will be considered as a control surface, the boundary layer. Okay, so the size and the shape is the normally chosen and such as the enclose of the flow of particular interest. So there are the different types of the flows will be the around 6 types of the flow will be the. So number 1 steady flow and unsteady flow. Number 2 uniform and non-uniform flow. Number 3 laminar and turbulent flow. Number 4 compressible and incompressible flow. Number 5 rotational and irrotational flow. And number 6 1, 2 and 3 dimensional flow. Is there any type of the flow will be considered. So now we have to discuss about the one by one. First we have to discuss about the steady flow and unsteady flow. So at that time the fluid characteristics like velocity, pressure, density, then viscosity depend upon the change of the time. It is not change of the time. Okay, so that will be called as an steady flow. Once the dam will be open, at the time the flow will be continuously same path. The same velocity will be the same pressure will be available on the river water. Okay, so like that we have to consider that density also will be same. Like that also we have to consider. So based on that, dou v divided by dou t. Dou v means density, velocity. Then t means is that dou t means depend upon the time. Okay, so that is equal to 0. At that time you have to consider that any axis, x axis or y axis or z axis, that everything is an constant only. Is an unsteady flow means at that time you have to change with respect to time. Okay, so example, you are opening that water tap, the tank will be filled condition means at the time the pressure will be larger. So is nearer to the empty condition, at the time the pressure will be reduced. So like that depend upon the time that will be changed. So dou v divided by dou t, that's not equal to 0. Okay, so that will be considered on that unsteady flow part. The next one, the uniform flow and a non-uniform flow. So the uniform flow means the velocity at any time does not change with respect to the space or the gap. Okay, so the based on the length of the direction, the velocity is then standard. Okay, so the drained river will be there. So once the dam will be open, the density will be gradually flow the liquid. It's the same path direction or same flow will be available. So that will be called as an uniform flow. It is not considered for the depend upon the space required. So based on that, dou v divided by dou s, the velocity is a constant, the time is a constant. At the time dou v divided by dou s, that is equal to 0. So the dou v means change of velocity, dou s means change of direction. Okay, then non-uniform flow. So it is a type of the flow velocity at any given time, the change with respect to the space. So in that mathematical form, dou v divided by dou s, already we discussed about what is the meaning of dou v, change of velocity. Dou s means the length of flow in the direction. So how much of the length will be travel the flow, liquid flow. Then laminar flow and the turbulent flow. So the laminar flow means that the liquid will be flow it on the particular path only. Okay, so that will be considered based on the straight or parallel form only. The liquid or streamline will be available in that liquid flow it on the particular path or particular direction only. At that time we have to consider that part. So it will be sometimes also called as an viscous flow. The next one, turbulent flow. So the liquid will be is not moving on that particular path man, it will be moving on the zigzag manner. Okay, so example, you check it that the dam top layer of that water is not in the straight form, but you are checking in that water tank in your home, that liquid will be is in static condition. So what is the reason? Depend upon the pressure. Okay, so like that also we have to calculate. You have to consider. Okay, in the zigzag form, the turbulent flow will be moved. Then, so how to identify the liquid flow is an laminar or turbulent? So we have to do in the calculation. How do you have to calculate? So based on with the help of the Reynolds number. So capital R, the Reynolds number will be mentioned is an capital R, that is equal to velocity of that liquid flow into diameter of the pipe divided by the viscosity. So capital V, capital D divided by the small v. So finally we get the some value. Okay, if that value is an is not in the root value man, is less than 2000 or more than 4000, whatever it is. Okay, is any value will be came. So the value is an less than 2000 means that will be at the time you have to consider is an laminar flow. Okay, then is more than 4000 means the liquid flow is an turbulent flow. So sometimes you have to consider. So the liquid flow is an available between 2000 and the 4000. That means the liquid may be lie on the is any one, laminar flow or turbulent flow. Okay, next one we have to discuss about the rotational and irrotational flow. So the rotational or irrotational flow means in that streamline on that path that will be available only on that particular areas only in that based on that axis. So example, you have to consider the washing machine. So the rotational flow inside the washing machine, the liquid will be circulating, the whirling inside on that. Okay, then based on that you have to consider based on that axis means is an irrotational flow, that is an sea water. So that will be individually rotating, at the time it will be move it on the axis manner also. Okay, but in that washing machine only move it on the inside the drum only. So that will be considered as a rotational flow. In that example is a washing machine. Irrotational flow means that is the example for sea water. The next one, flow rate and mean velocity, or sometimes will be called as a discharge. Is any name will be given one. So how much quantity of the fluid flow per second through some particular pipe or particular section on that liquid flow. So based on that we have to do it. So if the particular section means the circular pipe or cross sectional pipe, or you have to consider for that square pipe or rectangular pipe. okay, or a circular pipe, whatever it is. So in that, from starting point to end point, how much of the liquid will be travel, based on that you have to calculate it. So you have to consider in that 2 point one. Okay, so first one is the largest diameter and another one is the smallest diameter. So the liquid is the same liquid at the starting point and the ending point. Okay, is maybe vary. First point is then smaller or larger. The opposite another end will be larger or smaller. Like that also will be the. So how much of the liquid will be flowing on that part? We have to calculate that. So for the continuity equation, the total discharge is equal to area into velocity. So the area means area of the cross sectional at pipe. Then V means the average velocity of the cross sectional at the particular point. So based on that we have to consider. So based on how to derive the continuity equation. Okay, so we have to consider for that some tapered pipe. So first space is the smallest diameter and another end is the largest diameter. So based on that I have to give it that section 1 and section 2. So the density will be, the liquid will be, same liquid will be passing. So inside of the inlet also water and outlet also same water will be available. So based on that inlet I have to mention what is the velocity. So the average velocity at cross section 1. Then density of that liquid at section 1. The area of that velocity at section 1. So like that we have to do it for the, similarly we have to return that for the section 2. So V2, rho 2 and A2. So based on that principle of that law of conservation of mass, rho 1 A1 V1 that is equal to rho 2 A2 V2. Okay, so then, so the density of the liquid will be same. Rho 1 is equal to rho 2. So finally we have to, that will be cancel. Finally we have to return A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. We have to calculate that what is the value for A1, that means A2 V2 divided by V1. So like that we have to find out that any values, similarly V1 or similarly V2 or similarly A2, like that we have to calculate that any values. So based on that we have to do a one problem. So the diameter of the pipe at the section 1 and the section 2. So that the section 1 diameter is then 10 centimeter and the section 2 diameter is then 15 centimeter respectively. So in this problem we have to find discharge through the pipe if the velocity of water flowing through at section 1 is 5 meter per second. So also determine the velocity at section 2. So based on that I have to draw the diagram. So first diameter is the smallest and second diameter is the largest. So is a tapered pipe. Okay, so first thing. So you have to draw the diagram. So first diameter is then smaller and second diameter is then larger. So I have to draw the diagram based on that section 1 and section 2. I have to write that D1 10 centimeter and D2 15 centimeter. So then velocity of the flow through at section 1 is an 5 meter per second. So V1 is equal to 5 meter per second. Next step I have to write the given data. So the given data D1 is equal to 10 centimeter, but in that velocity it will be given meter per second. So I have to convert into meter. 0.01 meter. D2 is equal to 15 centimeter, 0.15 meter. Then V1 is equal to 5 meter per second. So in this problem we have to calculate the two data. First one discharge. So discharge means then Q. Q is equal to A1 into V1 or A2 into V2. Is there any formula will be used it. Okay. Then second one we have to calculate the velocity at section 2. So V2 value we have to calculate. Then, so first we have to calculate that what is the value for A1 and A2 value. So already we know there is a circular pipe. Okay, so for the area for the circular section means pi by 4 d square. So A1 is equal to pi by 4 d1 square. So d1 value is at 0.1. Finally, we have to return 0.007854 meter square. Okay, similarly we have to calculate that A2 value. A2 is equal to pi by 4 into 0.15 meters square, that is A2 is equal to 0.01767 meter square. So similarly, next step we have to calculate the apply the continuity equation. So Q1 is equal to A1 into V1. So A1 is value is at 0.007854 into 5. So finally we get that Q1 is equal to 0.03927. Already we know that continuity equation Q1 is equal to Q2. So Q2 is equal to A2 into V2. So here we have to calculate that V2 value. So V2 is equal to Q2 divided by A2. So finally we have to return. Okay. So V2 is equal to 2.22 meter